Welcome to the Mallorca save once again, boys and girls. We start with Barcelona, who are 4 points behind us in the league title fight. We also have the small matter of Real Madrid again today, in the league this time, who are 3 points behind us. Outside of that, we've Sporting Girona and Granada as well. That Villarreal game I'm thinking I'm going to leave to the next episode, and then we'll crack on with the rest of the season from there. So Barcelona and Real Madrid today, an El Clasico of opponents. We're behind Real Madrid on head-to-head because they beat us by 5-1 in the league. Obviously, we beat them in the cup, but that doesn't count for the league football. So we're behind on them, so could really do with winning that game. Drawing it, should we come the end of the season and they catch us up, isn't going to do us any favours. Obviously, winning it takes us further away from them anyway. Barcelona in the league, I can't recall what our results were against them earlier on in the season. We lost by 3-2. So, again, a draw against them isn't the worst, but if we draw level with them on points and they catch us up, they'll go above us on head-to-head. So, we really need to be trying to win the games against Barca and Real Madrid today. But that's easier said than done. We shall try and do our best. I have changed Gianeppo's number as per your comments in the last episode. Of course, he's number 29. And in La Liga rules, you can only have numbers up to 25. I hadn't even noticed, to be honest. It was your eagle eyes that spotted that. So he's now number 24. And we'll be, hopefully, getting ourselves some good points on the board today. Lammers is still on the bench. Musa's up to 80 rated. You can see that Insua's now 87, Kubo's 88, and Kufro's 88. So the squad continues to grow very nicely indeed. I've also made a change to one of the youngsters' development plans as well. Felix Paredes, we're now training him as a cam because, I mean, look, 33 defending, that's not going to suit him as a CDM, obviously, even though he has CDM as one of his positions. It's not really going to suit him as a centre mid either, even though that is his main position. So we'll add him to cam, meaning overall he'll be better suited to that position, and because he's got centre mid in his positions as well, he can play a little bit deeper if we need him to. Still waiting to train a little bit on Hugo Cuesta, but I mean, 70 rated at 17 is absolutely superb, so hopefully he continues to grow. But without any further ado, let's jump into game number 1 today. Barcelona, Girona, Real Madrid, Granada. Oh, why is it hard to hold that finger up? I'm not swearing at you, I promise. I tried to kind of give the half finger for like half opponents, and then the big finger and the big thumb for big opponents. But that's just not necessarily looked that good with me to you, has it? Apologies, lads. I'll give you a thumbs up instead. Do that on the video, and I'll be very happy. Apologies for inadvertently swearing at you. Let's crack on. Right, you can see their starting lineup on the right-hand side. Trincao, Martial and Insigne, Bentancur, Celso de Jong, Firpo, Longley, Stones, Dest, Ter Stegen. Vamos! Onyeka into Insua. Barca are the team pretty in pink on this occasion. That's been our go-to for a third kit. I actually have that Barcelona kit next to me. I did a mystery kits submission. I'm sure a number of you are aware of mystery kits already. No ad, they haven't paid me or anything. It just so happens that I have this kit next to me. Oh, that one. You'll see all of the kits that I've got on this railing next to me once the background is finished. It is slowly being added to as time goes by. I still have a number of things I need to buy, like some shelves and some displays, etc. as well. But it's coming along. It's coming along. The room has been painted, and I've got some F1 related memorabilia and extra items to go up on the wall as well. So we're getting there bit by bit. But for now, you're going to have to settle with just the green screen. So I'm sure you're okay with that for the time being. It's how we've been on the channel for years. But I am going to be rotating between the green screen and the full camera shot, both on YouTube and on stream as well as time goes by. Insua can't quite poke that, unfortunately. Granada are in 7th, as you see there. They're our final opponents today. So we can't take that one for granted. We'll be simulating the game against Girona, but Granada we absolutely have to play. Here's Martial. And, into Lo Celso. Good save by Coque Vegas. He and Kim will be the next 2 players that we look to replace in the starting lineup at the beginning of next season, because rather obviously they're the 2 glaring lower rated players that we have at the club. So that's next movements in the transfer window. But will we be able to draw players to the club because we're a title winning side or just a top 4 Champions League playing side? getting a result here against Barcelona could go a long way to helping answer that question. Martial into Frenkie de Jong. Driving forward here, the Dutchman runs straight into Robertone. Fancy a little bit of footwork from Martial to find Lo Celso, and the Frenchman's in again, but Kim's in the way this time. Barca playing some nice football here, and I'm getting a little bit rushed. And not really having many options when I'm on the ball. They've had me pinned in, and then every time I try and get out, the press has been working really well for them, which is annoying, because normally it doesn't. But they've obviously seen what Porto did, and they're trying to replicate it, and Dicker's in the way there. He probably could have gone back towards the ball there, the man that lost it, but never mind. He elected to leave it to a teammate. I was trying to get that across to Insua so that Hernandez was free further forward. Bentancur will look out wide here to Lorenzo Insigne. You can see that they've had all of the possession and all of the chances so far. I'm yet to test ter Stegen, or even to have a single shot on goal, really. Good block by Onyeka. What he's doing all the way over at left back, I'm not entirely too sure. Gineppo trying to break away here. I'll use Insua this time around. Go on, squeeze it through. Right. Cucho, please. Yes! Mallorca 1, Barcelona 0. Because the head-to-head will level itself out here with Barcelona, winning this by just a goal is enough. If we take into account the fact that, yes, we lost to Real Madrid, but that game was 5-1, even if we beat Real Madrid, they're probably still going to be ahead of us on the head-to-head because they beat us by more than the margin that we beat them. So I think that's how it works. It goes on scoreline before it then goes on goal difference. I might be mistaken, but in head-to-head, they beat us by more than we beat them, so that's the way that my brain is reading the logic. With regards to Barcelona, provided we can hold on to at least this scoreline, will ensure that we stay above them regardless of what happens. So hopefully, we're putting ourselves in a much stronger position for the league title by winning this game. Back to Lo Celso. They've taken Insigne off and brought Pedri on up top. But, I changed in the Getafe match. Trying to keep an eye on that because Real Madrid were 1-0 up in that game and they're now 2-0 up. But we might be about to go 2-0 up in this game and have done. Brilliant finish by Insua. We've only had 2 chances, but we've taken them both. Huge result potentially on its way here at home. This will be the dream start and exactly what we need. Running into the game against Real Madrid as well. Lovely little dummy there by Hernandez to let that continue to run past him rather than trying to dart back into a bit of space. And then Insua finding the space for himself, and it opened up really nicely. 2-0 Mallorca, just what the doctor ordered. And as you've seen by the nature of our goals, we have been catching them on the counter, and it's been working really nicely. I could have played Gineppo in there, but I wasn't sure if he was going to be offside. They did step there with the defender. Oh, God, no, Insua, it didn't quite work for them. Kubo nearly swinging that into the bottom corner. Dest just getting rid of it. Gineppo, I'll look for Kubo at the back post. Junior Firpo does well to head that clear. Are we going to get another throw in for that? No, so Junior Dest has done well. Barca have started to defend. A little bit too little, too late though, lads. You're already 2-0 down. Lo Celso is on his left. Kim showing that animation isn't redundant. Every time, I think, in history of that... Oh, no, that's an animation I haven't even seen before. I thought that was just like, the, where they do the stand stumble. He's actually jumped and hopped and thrown a leg back at that. What a ridiculous block. That's outrageous, Kim. As I'm talking about you being one of the obvious people to replace next in this side, he throws up that sort of defending. Oh, he's gotten in front of me there. Thankfully, Coco Vegas can bring it in because it wasn't the best of connections from Clement Longley. But he got the right side of the defender there and very nearly brought Barcelona back in the game. Pedri down the left-hand side for Barcelona. Müller scores a third. A hat-trick for Müller. Wow. Hat-trick for Thomas Müller. That's unfamiliar. That's a decent ball in. And Dest has brought that down well. What he's doing that far forward, I've no idea. But that's going to be a pretty straightforward victory for us here in the end. First half was pretty difficult, but we're able to sneak the 1-0 lead. And from there, we've... Even though they've had more of the ball, been relatively in control of the tie. I'm just going to pass it about here. We're going to get ourselves a 2-0 win at home against Barcelona. That has gone very well indeed. Do the same against Real Madrid, and I'll be thrilled. Up next is that simulated game against Sporting Girona. So the gap at the top is still 3. No, it's not, as it was... As we were on the way between games, it was still 3. As I've started my commentary piece, Atletico Madrid have played an extra game. The gap at the top is now 1. Real Madrid still 3 behind us. And then, was it Barcelona in 4th? It was. Barcelona 4 points behind us and having played that match day 27 as well. So they've managed to pick up a victory there at least. Valencia up to 52, Sevilla on 49, but a long way behind us. And we have a game in hand, which I believe is this one here against Girona on the Sunday, which we should, he says, willingly, hoping to, get a victory. Wasn't expecting a 3-0 win. Wasn't expecting a Cucho hat-trick either, but we'll take both. Dominant victory as well. They barely had much of the ball and had 0 shots on goal. Superb. We can ask for much more there, really. We're up to 62. We are 4 points clear of Atleti. 7 points clear now of Barcelona. And it looks like the other side in Madrid, the other bigger side in Madrid, and now the second opponents challenging us for the league title. 7 points is going to be difficult for Barca to overturn, but we play Real Madrid next. If we can up this to 6, then it could be just Atleti with 4 points behind us being the only side challenging us for the title this season. We could maybe still steal this title pretty early doors if results go our way, but you have to beat Real Madrid first, Ches, so let's take it one game at a time, eh? Real Madrid line up as follows. Vinicius, Rodrigo and Bobby Firmino again the front three. Senesi alongside Davinson Sanchez with Ferland Mendy and Sergio Santos. And hat-trick hero from the game against Getafe, Müller alongside Ødegaard and Casemiro. It's the side that we played in the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-finals. The side that we beat in the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-finals by 2-1. I definitely take that again. We've had first versus third. That third side are now fourth. And now it's first versus, actually third again. Because Real have dropped behind Atleti. So first versus third twice. But, oh yikes, we're hoping that we'll be first come the end of the season as well. Bobby Firmino just toying with me there a little bit. Lovely ball through to Rodrigo. And Ndicka makes the challenge but can't keep it in play. We are the best goal scorers in the league. They have the best defensive record in the league. So, unmovable object, unstoppable force. What will budge? Hopefully, it's the unstoppable force. No, the immovable object of their defence. Oh, God, have I just jinxed myself into a defeat here? I'm not sure. Gineppo, well, there's space to break into there, so we might as well do so. Insua's here with me. And there's Robertone, and there's Kubo. You can see Ferland Mendy switch on there and acknowledge the fact that Kubo was in a little bit of space. Insua here, out of his feet, looking to whip it, but Sergio Santos does well defensively, and that is why they've got the best defensive record in the league, because they're pretty damn good at the back. Rodrigo, that's a lovely ball into Santos. Inside, but that's not a lovely ball by Santos. And he's out of position now. It's Ødegaard that's tracking back to try and do the defensive work. Come on, time this right. Oh, I didn't quite. Oh, tuck in. Good lad, thank you for doing that. Gineppo, yikes. I see Kubo, that's who that ball was intended for. Running out of room. Bay! Oh! For a moment, I thought that was going in. Keep the manager willing it on its way. The fact that Courtois waited and waited and waited and then panicked and was like, oh no, it needs to dive. I was like, oh, does that mean it's going in? No. Rare as it may seem, we've had more of the ball in this game. Only by 1%, but still, it's very rare that we have that much amount of control in a game. We don't yet control the scoreline. They might be about to. They are. Firmino scored first in the cup tie that led to a 2-2 draw in the first leg in this exact fixture at home for us. So we know we can come back from 1-0 down, but if they score again, it's looking like it could be more like the league 5-1 thumping than the comeback in the cup. 5 minutes to go in the first half, though. There's still plenty of time. We came close earlier on. Had Courtois scrambling, but weren't able to find a way through. Or even get the ball on target. So fingers crossed things improve in the second half. Or maybe we could perhaps do something here at the end of the first. Go to Bay. They're just really good positionally at the back. So difficult to break down. Kubo will lift this. Ferland Mendy's in the way. We're going to have to settle for a 1-0 deficit at the break, I think. But we might be able to do something in the second half. Casemiro, well blocked by Hernandez. Up we go, please. Can't get rid of that very well. But here's Ødegaard down the line to Rodrigo. Looking to start on the front foot here. Real Madrid, they have the advantage already and are looking to build on it. That's a poor ball though, and Kufre should win that header. Oh, thank you, Kufre. Wasn't expecting him to make the dart down the line there, but he has done. And now he's got space to get into. He's not rapid, I don't think, Kufre. Well, I've never noticed that he's quick. But he has just run the entire length of the field to score a goal. So he's evidently quick enough. I was halfway through that move, my mouth was just... as if I was like, is this actually going to work? Am I just going to run from the edge of my own box? Down the line? Just keep going. Just keep going. One more step. Have a shot. Oh, he's bloody well scored. Kufre bangs it in the bottom corner. It's 1-1. Rodrigo back to Davinson Sanchez. A little dink. Insua probably could have got to that, but he didn't. Here's Ødegaard into Rodrigo again. Cross maybe. Not yet. Not yet. Cross maybe. Not yet. Not yet. Santos into Bobby Firmino. Oh, there's a cross. Win that, please. Well up. Mendy swept back to Senesi. Having to build from the back here, Real. They've had one shot on target. It's gone in and... oh, cheers, Martin. What is he doing there? Oh, Casemiro's done well, mopping up. They've had one shot on target, Real Madrid. They've scored it. They might be about to have a second shot on target in a moment if Rodrigo can get in. Oh, Coco Vegas at the feet of Bobby Firmino denies him a second for Real. Muller going off, and that will be Tanguy Ndombele coming on for them. I imagine, anyway. It looked like him. Indeed it was. Up we go. Casemiro wins the header. Gets that, Koke. Well done. Will it reach? Vinicius, it will. Away, please, Kufre. Oh, there's that ball control. Yikes, there's that tackling ability. Martin Ødegaard, not on his left. Well done, Evan and Dicker. Not on your left, Mr. Ødegaard. Not on my watch, anyway. Kuto, Insua. I'll use Onyeka first. Oh, no, it was meant for Insua. Ah, he's not going to get to that, is he? He's not, but we forced the corner. 20 to go. Still 1-1 here and locked at a goal apiece. I said I'd take a draw, and I still would. Courtois punches that free. Oh, Gineppo's done well to hold off the man. They've not closed me down, but that's why they didn't. Oh, it was Onyeka. I thought it was Sheriff Bay in the central area that I had control of there, but it wasn't. Balls. That's why the shot was as bad as it was on Onyeka's weaker foot, rather than being Sheriff Bay's stronger left. That's annoying. Out wide to Ferland Mendy. Back to Ndombele. Give me... oh, did I foul him there? I did! Thankfully, there's no Leo Messi for them with a free kick specialist, but Martin Ødegaard's put his head through the referee's crotch. Okay. Martin Ødegaard will take the free kick. Ciro Immobile's come on for Bobby Firmino. No, it's Rodrigo to take the free kick. And he has buried it in the top corner. Coque Vegas unable to get to it. How well placed was it? We'll find out in a moment when the camera pans round. I was hoping it was too close to get it up and down over the wall. They didn't jump, but even if they had, I don't think they'd have gotten there. Brilliant finish. Keeper trying to get across to it, but couldn't. And Rodrigo may well have just won it for Real. And that would put them above us on head-to-head. It would then be out of our hands for the title, and we'd need them to drop points in the remaining games and hope that we didn't. Or at least dropped fewer points than they did. Onyeka down to Kubo. How costly can that free kick concession be for now? Vinicius. Back to Ferland Mendy. That's a lovely ball over the top. Looking for the Brazilian again. Found well, and with minimal time remaining, that's probably going to seal defeat for us. May even be by more if Casemiro can find a teammate here. It's good footwork on the edge of the box. I think he's offside there, Vinicius, was he? Indeed he was, but that is going to seal the game. Real are going to win by 2-1 thanks to a late free kick. It's not the first time we've lost late on to a big rival to a late free kick. Balls. Right, was it Villarreal? No, it was... yeah, no. Sporting Hero... oh, Granada. Granada! They're the ones we play next. It just came to me in a flash. Oh, Paredes has changed to Cam. Now, will his overall change here? He's up to 64. 68 rated Cam. Nice. Right then, we will train him. I really kind of need to get his passing up sooner rather than later before we concentrate on his shooting. Can I get passing and pace up? Indeed we can as an attacking midfielder. Bing! Attacking work rate will go up by 1 as well. He's already got a 5-star weak foot. 3 weeks that's going to take. Brilliant. He could grow very, very well indeed. Insua is saying, oh, we're not meeting your demands. Are we not, lads? We're second, level on points with Mallorca. With Real Madrid. And a point ahead of Atleti. And 6 points ahead of Barcelona. I don't know what your standards are, lads, but this is only our 2nd season in La Liga. I think we're doing all right. We've won more games than anybody else. We've also lost more games than anybody else in the top 6. So that doesn't necessarily help. Right, up next is Granada midweek. Well, in a week's time, actually. There's, I think, maybe an international break there, actually. And we'll head to the Granada game now. Granada mirror our formation, although they're slightly further wide. They've got Antiveros on the left and Maquis on the right, who's a pretty capable player, actually. Jean-Claire Todibo still at the back for them in their defensive line at centre-back. Aziz is in the midfield wearing the captain's armband, and Antonian up top will be difficult to cope with. We, as you can see there, and actually I'll bring it up here so you can see their ratings. Bella Kotchap starts. Dominguez also starts, as does Lammers up top. We've not really utilised him that well yet, so giving him the start up top to lead the line. It's been a quieter day for Couto in the played games, at least. Obviously, he got a hat-trick in the simulated game, so can't say anything negative about him there. But Lammers deserves the chance. He did get a goal and an assist when he last played. Pretty sure, anyway. We got a goal and an assist over the course of the games that he played last for me. He's fighting hard for it up top there, but unfortunately, I can't quite keep possession. So I know he's got the quality, and Granada, well, they're the weakest side that will play of the 3 today, because you can't really get much more difficult than Barcelona and Real Madrid. We've got Atleti tomorrow, I think, as well. So we're really up against it. But now we know that we have to beat Real Madrid's results. We have to finish above them on points, because we now know, with them getting victory against us again, even if we'd drawn it, they'd still be above us on head-to-head. And they are above us on head-to-head. So we need to beat Real Madrid on points. Being level isn't enough. Kufre into Dominguez. This should be a more straightforward game of football for us. We'll use Kufre first. I could have whipped that early, but I decided against it. I'll drill it in with Lammers to Insua. Then we'll look for Gineppo, but not find him because it tried to look for Lammers instead. Well intercepted. Do have to be wary of Atleti actually behind us as well. They could get themselves back into the pitch. So that's excellent footwear by Lammers. And the left-footed shot. Well, he can do better than that. I'm pretty sure he's left-footed, Lammers. Yeah, he is. 5-star weak foot, but he is left-footed. And his finishing is 83 at present. His morale is slightly lower. So he's not going to be as deadly as he could be. But you'd still expect him to do better than that from there. Never mind. Plenty of time to improve. At least he's getting his eye in to start the game. Just needs to get his foot in next. Get those shooting boots working. Opportune into Insua. This is my 200th game in charge, they say. Well, if we didn't want to win badly enough already, now I have extra incentive. Can we get to that? No, but Adrian Marine can only head behind there from left back. Robertoni will deliver the corner. Onyeka's underneath this. It's going to fall to Lammers, and he sets up Dominguez. It's well blocked by Chancho, I think was what that name was. Don't recognise it, that's for sure. Kufre to deliver again. And that is another dangerous ball in, but Jean-Claire Todibo deals with that. Dominguez again. Okay, no equaliser. We're already at 0-0, Ches. No goal to go in front yet. Here's Insua. And Nicola Dominguez is there. Through that gap is Lammers. Oh, go on, Federico. It will just reach him. Let the shot go early. But keep it down, mate. Keep it down. He's got right underneath that. And it's flown past the target. Throw for Granada. I can't quite get to that with Bella Kotchap. And it stood up well. Can Onyeka get to that? He can. I need to get to that first with Robertoni as well. And he's done brilliantly. Right, here we go. Off we go. Insua's there first. Lammers, why are you running the other way, pal? Jesus Christ. That doesn't help. Thankfully, I think the defender in the middle there, Jean-Claire Todibo, actually dropped and played him on. Oh, it's fallen kindly for Kubo, and he'll bury it. Deadly now, Kubo, as his rating has shot up this season. His goals have started to flow. And even with a little bit of luck, he still had the composer there to tuck that home on his weaker right side. And we have a 1-0 lead just before half-time. Decent effort by... Oh, it may have even hit Lammers. Might have been his teammate in the way of that for Insua. But really nicely taken by Kubo. Back across goal. Just bending away from the keeper the whole time. But I think it was more the shot power that took it past him than it was the accuracy of it. His 10th goal in La Liga. A milestone goal for Kubo. A milestone game for me. And it could be also a vital 3 points. Robertone across to Dominguez. Out to Kufre. Down the line to Gineppo. Dominguez and across to Robertone. Nice turn by Lammers. Is he going to get to that first? He will. It's a lovely block by Felipe. Trying to get a little bit more out of Lammers in this second half. We had chances in the first, but I wasn't able to take them as I would have liked. They've got Espanyol next, Granada, but we're not really bothered about their next fixture. Mine is Villarreal, who are a very capable side, and we need to ensure that we're maximising our points on, well, basically every single weekend remaining for the rest of the league season. Barcelona beating Betis by 2-1 now, so they're going to be picking up 3 points as well. Not only have we got to worry about Real above, but Atleti and Barcelona below are waiting in the waters to snap up any positions that become available if ourselves or Real, either of us, end up dropping points. Nicolas Dominguez, that was well struck. Probably one of the best shots he struck for me, to be fair, but comfortable enough for Rui Silva to get that under control. And Dicker forward to Dominguez. Cross to Robertone. Lammers has pointed for it. Could score a very important goal for us if he can seal a second. Or through the defender's legs. Or he could at least be involved in the build-up for that second. Brilliant save by Rui Silva, and Robertone's not got the pace to get to the loose ball, unfortunately. Top stop by their goalkeeper to keep the side in it, but their outfield players seem determined to let us get involved in front of goal again. Lammers knocked to his feet there. We'll play him back in here. Trying to keep hold of it. Gineppo's there. Is Kufre going to go on the overlap? Go on, son. Yes, he is. And there's Insua at the back post. Can I get to that first? Oh, awkwardly dealt with by the defence, but dealt with nonetheless. Javi Ontiveros gets it away properly. Back to John Joe Kenny again. Inside to Chancho. Maquis. Don't let them equalise. Chairs. No. Blocked and cleared away. Aziz. Driven out to Marine, the left back. They've only left 2 back. I've got 2 forward. If I can win it off them, I can go for a counter-attack. But... oh, come on. Jesus, having to defend so hard there just to get the ball back. But at least we have won it back. And that means that even if we aren't able to grab a second, we have at least wasted some time to ensure that we get the victory at 1-0. Dominguez will look for Kufre first. Not the best of passes. I've played him in behind as I hoped it would. Through there. Lammers. Dominguez. Ah, no. Oh, Lammers. Go on. Ah, brilliant save again by Rui Silva. Saved a second goal, certainly on 2 occasions now, but time should play on our side now. Go on, Lammers. Get your goal, son. Yeah, there we go. Vamos. 2-0. Lammers finally gets the goal that he's been looking for all game. Deserved from the way that he's played. His hold-up play's been pretty decent. Interlinking play as well, been very good. And we get the goal to go with it. A 2-0 win against Granada. We've done our bit. Now, I don't know who Real Madrid have between now and the end of the season, but I pray that they've got Atleti and Barcelona. We dominated that game. 12 shots to their 9. Real Madrid do 2-2 against Tenerife. Who cares about Barcelona or Atletico Madrid when Tenerife will do the favour for you? Let's go. Well done, lads. Oh, very pleased with that. Granada still 8th. Villarreal are down in 10th. Where are Tenerife? They just drew 2-2 at home to the side that have only won 1 game all season. Real Madrid. You floundered, lads. 2 points clear of them. 3 points clear of Atleti. 8 points now clear of Barcelona, who have dropped more points. It's looking like a 3-way title fight as Barca fall away. Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and the Copa del Rey final against Real Sociedad tomorrow. So that's a huge game. That's a huge game. And, well, Villarreal is pretty important too, as we need to ensure that we now manage the gap to Real Madrid. We know it is now back in our hands. Youth player unsettled. Felix, no! Don't you go anywhere. We want you to be called up, please, my man. Thank you very much. He's up to 68 rated and still growing, hopefully, with that development plan as well. Things are looking good. They took a little bit of a turn for the worse with the defeat against Real Madrid, but Tenerife have turned the sun back our way again. The Islanders doing the Islanders a favour. Thank you very much, lads. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. I'll be live tonight on Twitch if you want to come across and join me for some Football Manager. If not, I'll see you back here tomorrow where we'll have the Copa del Rey final. Ta-da!